Are you tired of all the delay in Fortnite?
What? What the f?
Do you want no delay at all?
Sure! Bruh.
Baba Bowie. Coochie man.
No more input lag, no more edit delay, and no more FPS stutters? Do you want to remove it all in seconds?
He's a fighting great!
I like it, cut G.
Oh my god!
Then keep watching. Yo, what in the dinosaur chicken nuggets is going on, guys? In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to remove all delay on Fortnite.
Stop the cap.
This includes input lag, edit and build delay, FPS stutters, and anything that has some sort of delay in the game. And I don't care if you're using a wireless controller with literally 1% battery left, this will still work. And it works for both console and PC, so no need to worry at all. But before we actually get into the video, guys, I'm gonna need you guys to like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on in the next 5 seconds, or you'll literally get no candy this Halloween. Trust me, guys, it's not worth it. But on a serious level, if every single one of you guys watching right now subscribes, you would literally be at 500,000 subscribers. I'm not even joking. So please subscribe. But let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. Alright boys, we hopped into creative. Now basically, what I'm actually going to be showing you guys today is different kinds of tricks and different kinds of optimizations you can actually make on your game and on your device and on your hardware to give you the least amount of delay possible. And of course, when I'm saying the least amount of delay, I'm referring to all types of delay, whether that's build and edit, FPS stutters, input lag, all types of delay. And I'm of course going to be showing you how to do it on console and PC. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And without no more interruptions, let's just get right into it. So starting off with console, there are actually 3 different things you can do on your game and on your hardware to give you the least amount of delay possible. But let's just start off with the tricks on your game first. So for all my console boys out there, whether you're Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, keep your ears open. So all you're going to want to do is first off hop into your settings. So for tip number 1, it's actually going to be to turn off motion blur. So when you guys are in your settings, of course, you're going to be scrolling down, and you should see this right away since you're on console and you're not going to have all these settings, but you're going to see motion blur right here. Now basically, why do you want to turn off motion blur? When you have motion blur off, your game isn't blurring out the backgrounds and your motion as you move. So for that reason, you're already removing a lot of delay in your game, because that's one less thing that your game actually has to do and render in. And when your game has less things to render in and less things to do at once, then your game will perform a lot better, giving you the best delay possible. Yeah, that's basically for trick number 1. If you don't have that as an option, don't worry, there are many other tricks coming. But now let's just move on to tip number 2. For tip number 2, I've said this multiple times in all my videos, but it's actually going to be to turn off replays. So again, all you want to do is go into your settings, go all the way to the game, scroll all the way to the bottom until you see the replay section. And all you're going to want to do is of course hit all of these off, and then of course apply your changes. Now, why do you want to turn off replays? As I've said this multiple times, but let me explain it once more. When you do turn off your replays, your game isn't recording the game in the background. When your game isn't recording your game, it's doing one less thing, as I said earlier. And when your game is doing less at once, or your console or device is doing less things at one time, your game and your performance on everything will just be so much better. So you're not actually recording your game, which is going to give you so much less delay. Because when you're recording your game, think about it, every single little movement you make is going to be recorded, and that's just something you do not want at all. I mean, that's pretty much the reasoning behind it. If you don't record your game will perform a lot better. End of story. But yeah, let's just move on to tip number 3. For tip number 3, this is actually going to be foot controller. So to actually access foot controller, you're going to want to do is hop over into your settings, go to your controller options, scroll all the way to the bottom until you see foot controller. Now, no one really knows what this setting actually does, but I can say one thing. Everyone that uses this setting has less delay. For some reason, when you turn it on and you make the foot controller dead zone and the foot controller max throttle both at 1%, your game will have just so much less delay. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Take my word for it, it works. It makes no sense, but no one will really what this does. If I had to give a word for it, all it really does is gives you better delay in your game. I mean, that's pretty much that. And that's pretty much it for console, boys. I mean, other than that, you can't really do much more because you are on a console. But what I can say is that if your console has any type of clipping software, so on PS4, if you can clip your clips, or on Xbox, if you can press the home button and then press a button to clip a clip, if you can turn it off, that'll make your device perform a lot better. Because when you actually have those features on, it's just like replays in Fortnite. You're actually recording your game all the time. So if you have any type of recording software that's going on in the background on your console, make sure to turn that off. But yeah, that's it for console. Now let's move on to PC. So as I've stated multiple times in my past videos, Nvidia and GeForce actually released new graphic options in Fortnite. So if you go into Fortnite right now, you're going to see all these new graphic options. You're going to see advanced graphics, ray tracing, and you're just going to see all these new graphics. But let me show you what's the most important and what's the best to do to literally take off all your latency and all your delay. What I like to call this setting is actually Nvidia Reflex Low Latency Mode. Now, what is Nvidia Low Latency Mode? Well, let me read it out as it says. Nvidia Reflex Low Latency reduces system latency in the GPU bound battleground scenarios. Requires an NVIDIA video card and the latest drivers. So if you have any type of NVIDIA graphics card and you have the latest drivers installed, you're good to go. Now let me explain to you what this actually does. What this feature actually does is this feature overrides the power saving features in the GPU to allow GPU clocks to stay high when heavily CPU bound. So what does that mean? So if you actually look in your settings, there's going to be 3 options for this feature. There's going to be off, on, and on plus boost. Now what does on and on plus boost mean? What is the difference between them? So when you have it set to on, it's actually going to optimize your GPU. And when you have it set to on plus boost, it's actually going to optimize your CPU. Now why do most people want to go with on plus boost? It's the preferred option. Well, the reasoning behind that is because Fortnite is a very CPU heavy game. So if you have it optimizing your CPU, your game will perform a lot better. So again, all you're going to want to do is hop over into your settings until you see NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. And all you're going to want to do is set it to on plus boost. Then apply your changes and back out. But if you do want to go more in depth into it and make your PC actually optimize as well, keep watching right now. So as you guys actually see right now, I am on my PC's desktop. So all you're going to want to actually do when you're on this screen is actually right click and press the NVIDIA control panel. And what this will do is it'll open the NVIDIA control panel as you can see right now. First thing you're going to actually want to do is make sure that you press manage 3D settings. Once you're on this screen, make sure you're on global settings and not program settings. Now all you're going to want to actually do is scroll down until you see the power management mode right here. And you're going to want to press this and turn it on to prefer maximum performance. Step 2 now is to actually make sure that you have your low latency mode right here off completely. Now the reasoning behind this is because when you have it on Fortnite and you have it on your NVIDIA control panel, it'll just mess around and it won't perform best. So have it off on your NVIDIA control panel and have it on your Fortnite and it will do so much better. So on your screen, just press apply and then back out. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the tips and tricks for PC. And on that note, that's gonna actually conclude the video for today. Well guys, I hope you did enjoy the video for today. If you did, of course, as I said earlier, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you are new around here. As I said at the start, if everyone watching subscribes, we would be at 500,000 subscribers right now. I know we can make it happen guys, so let's do it. Also comment the word delay 1 if you actually made it this far in the video, that way I know you stuck all the way through. But yeah guys, also let me know in the comments down below if this helped you. Also don't forget to follow all my socials, links in the description, and the Instagram and Twitter are popping up on screen right now. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.